This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We are located at 1822 Preuss Rd, Los Angeles, California, 90035. Today is September 1st, 2020. Performing a video sewer inspection through a 4-inch ABS cleanout located on the right-hand side of the house in the plant area, closer to the walkway towards the rear of the property. And this is the front of the property here, and this goes towards the front door area, and this goes around towards the gate that runs to the rear of the property. And we are in the plant area here, as you can see, and we're went ahead and zeroed out our camera here at the 4-inch ABS cleanout, and we're going to go ahead and just continue to push out, take a look. Does appear to be black ABS sewer pipe, approximately 20 feet between the joints, and that joint appears to be in fair condition. Those joints there appear to be in fair condition. Make a little bit of a turn, and it does appear that we're transitioning to what appears to be vitreous clay. We're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And we do have an offset in this joint here. A little bit of root intrusion there in front of us.
From the
earthquake?
No, the whatchamacallit, either there's a break in the top.
Okay, what we're going to do is we'll just go ahead and continue to push out, and we'll take a look. And it does appear that we are heavily root intruded in this area, as you can see here. What we'll do is we'll just push out. It does appear that we're transitioning down into what appears to be our 6-inch lateral. What we'll do is we'll push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in, and those joints as well has roots. What we'll do is we'll continue to push out, and we'll get all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. Then from there we'll pull back and take a good look at the line. It does appear to have several joints that are heavily root intruded. Again, another large root intrusion. And we're dropping down into our city sewer tie-in. We're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area. It is in the middle of the street at 8 foot 6 inches deep. What we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. Okay, again, as I mentioned, we located this area in the middle of the street at 8 foot 6 inches deep. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And we continue to pull back. That joint appears to be in fair condition. And as we pull back, and we're pulling back into large root intrusion, as you can see in this area. What we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. We're going to pull back to our 4 to 6 transition and mark that area. We do have quite a few root intrusions in the 6 inches clay, and as we continue to pull back, you can see that we do have another large root intrusion in this joint as well. I'm going to continue to pull back, and again, we do have another root intrusion in this joint as well. I'm going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And I got minor root intrusion in that joint there. And as we continue to pull back, as you can see, we do have another large root intrusion in this joint right around the 9 o'clock area. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And as you can see in this joint here, we do have another large root intrusion in this joint as well. And this is from about the 12 o'clock all the way around to about the 12 o'clock, full diameter of the pipe. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And as we pull back, we can tell that the joint here in this area here, you can see that we do have a break in this joint here. And as you can see, we do, as I mentioned, we do have some cracks in this joint here. And it's pretty much from about the 3 o'clock all the way up to about the 11 o'clock area. And as we continue to pull back, we have a very large root mass in this area. And we do have it does appear that we do have another break in the line here, as you can see, at the bottom, at about the 3 o'clock to about the 9 o'clock area. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment and locate this area. You can mark this, and then I'm going to pull back about another foot once you mark that. That's our 4 to 6 transition. We're right there at the same area. So,
4 to 6?
Yeah, we're about a foot in. So, but you can call it 4 to 6.
We're back on the property.
So possibly, what you'd probably want to do is, because it is in your 4 to 6, so that's your lateral line. So basically, your 4 inches. So really, with the breaks that are in there and the root intrusion, it's either you excavate this area and repair this break and hydrojet the rest, or you basically pull from here out and put running a new line all the way out to your city sewer tie-in. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is at 6 foot 4 inches deep. And this is on the sidewalk. We're going to mark it with a red crayon. And again, 6 foot 4 inches deep. And again, as I mentioned, you can see here that we do have a large break in this joint here. It's actually not even in the joint. This is our joint and our transition from our 4-inch vitreous clay to our 6-inch vitreous clay. And as we drop down in, you can see that the line has a crack there as I'm pushing towards this way. You can see the crack there at the 6 o'clock area. Crack goes all the way up into this area here, and it does appear that there's a large break in this area right here. As you can see, there's from about the 3 o'clock to about the 8 o'clock area, you can see that there's a large break. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, that is our 4 to 6 transition. And after that, we do have some more root intrusions in these joints. And we do have an offset in that joint as well. You can see the offset there from about the 2 o'clock all the way around to about the 7 o'clock area. And then just after that, once we get in this area, we do have another root intrusion that's coming in from the top there. That could possibly be a test tee there. And I'm going to go ahead and continue to pull back. As we pull back, and we're pulling back and transitioning to our vitreous clay. And we're going to pause for a moment and mark this area as well. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is at 3 foot 7 inches deep, and this is just at the front of the property along the fence line, and the flag is just in the trees. There's a small shrubbery that goes along the fence line at the front of the property, and we did mark this area with an orange flag. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back, and again, it does appear to be black ABS. And the black ABS all appeared to be in fair condition up to that point. Continue to pull back. Pull back, and we're going to pull back and up and out of our cleanout, and that will conclude our video sewer inspection.